All right, welcome back to Perdido Key Gaming. Today we got Deify, a mythical solo role-playing game. It's a book. Will you be merciful or vengeful deity, benevolent or cruel? The choice is yours. So they sell it as a solo role-playing game based on mythology from around the world. Create new gods and mold their fate from inception to demise. So yeah, I was like, hey, that sounds kind of cool, especially something solo. Expecting, those types of, those books. Remember back in the '80s, you could get them in, I forget what they're called. Dover Publications, illustrated by Trey Wartha, Allison D'Antonio. Came out this year. So I picked it up. Requires you to have a tarot deck, not included. But it turns out it's more of a creative writing RPG. There's no tables. I mean, there are tables, but there's no rolling of dice or anything like that. You answer story prompts by, using the tarot and managing attributes and things like that. Gives you goes through the basic rules. So it's not, it's more of a, like they said, it's basically a writing exercise. If you have somebody if you're really into, writing and things like that, it's a pretty good fun thing to think about. If you like doing that, you create your deity using attributes, champions, and characteristics, and things like that. And then there's prompts, which are all the, the tarot cards. And the rest of this is pretty much what each card represents and how you put it down. And, you go through an entire cycle of from inception to demise, right? And then, and then decline phase. So that's all this book is. It basically gives a characteristic to each card, and then the major arcana do different things: the Fool, Magician, High Priestess, all those things. So gives here's the tables I was talking about. And then the rest of it is basically a journal. And your prompt responses and all this stuff you fill in your character. So it's a game, but as a RPG person myself, you're expecting a little more action, but basically you are guiding your god through its entire career, I guess, is for lack of a better word, and you're using the tarot cards to kind of prompt you how to write up and define and describe your deity's career. So I would say if you got a friend, a family member who enjoys writing and likes fantasy stuff and everything like that, and some people might be turned off about the tarot cards, but who didn't have a deck of those things. And they're available from online and probably in various stores, in your area. But that's a brief description of this particular mythical solo role-playing game. My opinion is it's more of a writing exercise. There's people who enjoy that, and so good on you. I think it would be a great Christmas gift, if you ask me, if you have a creative writing person in your family or your acquaintances and things like that. You could probably go ahead and have a bunch of different people playing the god. Everybody's going to have a different writing style and everything like that. So it could actually be kind of fun and humorous. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Hope you like what you see. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit like, subscribe, and we'll see you the next time.